Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live with my man, Level Up Sports 10, Mossberg. How you doing today, bro?
Pretty good, pretty good. Long night with a little bit of the game I was able to get. Appreciate you having me as always. Ready for another college football Saturday, as we always do, man. Overloaded with football weekend.
We also got our man, Zaya, here this morning. How you feeling today, Zaya?
I'm good. What's up with you fellas, man? Good morning, man.
Good morning. What's going on, Isaiah?
Not
Yeah,
much, man. I'm ready too, man. It's an exciting morning.
for sure,
Indeed.
for sure. So, we all talked about that Syracuse game, man, and our man throwing five picks, three pick sixes. I mean, that's nuts.
Nuts, man.
We had him in the Heisman Trophy voting in the first 2 weeks, and he throws five
Wow.
interceptions, three pick sixes. That gotta be a record, right?
Yeah, I think it might be. Tell us about that with Parlay Po, because I know you got them facts too, man. That might have been a record yesterday, the other day.
With who?
Was that McCord?
Oh
California.
yeah, yeah. That was in the first half, wasn't it?
Yeah, he threw three pick sixes in the first half. I don't know if he
Yeah,
threw all five interceptions in the first half, but he threw three
yeah,
pick sixes in the first half.
yeah. That's got to be a record.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that'll be a record, right?
That's got to be a record. But they wasn't. Well, yeah, they was. They was good defensive plays too. Cause
Yeah.
one dude, the first one, he just cut right in front of him, like
Yeah,
and housed
him.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, we ran that boy off because he can't read defenses.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you said that, man, listen, if you go back and look, that's it.
simple as that.
That's it.
One of the reasons he left OSU.
One reason why they ran him out of there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What did y'all think about that game last night, man? With all that uh, group of five, man, they had a lot on the line in that game, man. The winner sets themselves up perfectly to go ahead and make that 12-team playoff. That Boise State at UNLV game, it was a really good game. What's your thoughts on that one? If y'all got to see any of it?
I
Man,
ain't
I
get to
watched
see none of
I watched the game through and through. Man, that was a great game, bro. Both of them teams played real hard, tough though.
yeah,
I think that Boise State quarterback, I think he won that game though using his legs, man. I didn't see that from him all year. He was using the legs though.
um, I totally agree. Quarterback battle was a great battle. Both sides of the ball defensively. Linebacker play was excellent, I would say, even with points being scored on the board. And I think both of these quarterbacks also put their draft stock up. I was watching a game highlights because I didn't catch all of it from the third to the fourth late in that game, but watching the highlights, I think through and through, you've seen so much of a Sunday quarterback in both of them. And like Isaiah said, things you've seen out of Madsen, haven't seen all season. And I think Hodge Williams is putting the world on notice and checking out some of these smaller FCS schools on the quarterback side because he had almost 200 yards and he had 105 rushes, almost as much as Genty on the run game. And that was a great deal, which kept them in the game as well. So, I mean, great game. The possibility of them playing each other in the Mountain West title is in the air. That's a possibility. So just keep an eye on that throughout the season, these next few games as they play. They do have a shot at playing each other again in that Mountain West championship game as well.
Yeah, I didn't get to catch none of the game, but I got to see the highlights of it, man. And Genty had 33 carries for 129 yards, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And he had only one touchdown. That lets you know that UNLV's defense played him really, really well in this game. But that last drive to seal the game, man, what he was able to do, getting them some of them first downs. And like you said, Zay, that quarterback using his legs, man, at the opportune times, he really won that game for them. That quarterback for Boise State. He made some plays, man, that allowed them to win that game, to really stay in the game, too.
Yeah.
So it was a really good matchup. Do those two teams, they'll probably face each other for the conference championship, and that might determine who goes into that 12-team playoff? Is that how that goes?
Yeah, they have the opportunity to play each other again. And I think that San Jose State team, they haven't had the best record this season, but in conference, they haven't had no losses. And I know Boise State played them. And just seeing how UNLV played them, I think that Mountain West, I think is just the team that comes out possibly with the last possession or just whose ever defense steps up, because they did turn the ball over twice as well with the fumble and an interception. And that interception that Boise State got in that opportune time before the half ran out was a big part of them moving forward in that second half, starting off as well. So turnovers is, I think that plagued UNLV in that game as well.
Cool. Well, let's get into the 12-team playoff projections that we have right now for the week 8 in college football, and then we'll talk about some games that are coming on today and get each other's thoughts and predictions and opinions on that. So at number 12, we got Boise State. At number 11, we got BYU that finally got into the 12-team playoff.
Wow.
At number 10, we got Clemson. At number 9, we got LSU. This, I believe, is their first time in the projection of the 12-team playoff. At number 8, we got Tennessee. At number 7, we got Texas. At 6, we got the Ohio State Buckeyes. At 5, we got Penn State. At 4, we got Iowa State. At 3, we got Miami. At 2, we got Georgia. And at 1, we got the Oregon Ducks. A lot of different mix-ups in there, which means there's going to be some different games this week. And we're going to see what we think about these games.
Oh, yeah.
First up, we got number 12, Boise State, traveling to play number 5, Penn State in Happy Valley. What's your thoughts on that one? Can Boise State pull an upset?
Nope.
He said nope.
They like you said, UNLV already showed them how to stop him. He had 33 carries yesterday for only 100 and some yards. Good morning. So, it's better athletes on that Penn State side. So they would stop him. They'll make them one-dimensional. And I like Penn State.
Yeah.
I like Penn State. They playing good right now.
Yeah. I agree.
I think Boise State could win this game. I think when you go to these first round matchups, you have so much time to prepare. So I would expect Boise State to pull out every wrinkle in their playbook. You're an underdog. You know you're gonna come in an underdog. So you'll definitely try to decoy Ashton Genty as much as you can. I don't know. I'm not a big game respecter of James Franklin. Like I said a couple weeks ago, he loses big games all the time. So I mean,
he do.
He loses big games all the time, bro. I don't think he would X and O the game correctly. So I would just take Boise State off the strength of them being an underdog. First time they're there and rolling off that high of emotion. You know what I mean?
I just think I'm gonna go with Parlay Poe on this one. I take Penn State. I just think that linebacker U comes out in this game heavy, and they key in on Genty. They're a team that can put 8 to 9 in a box and leave their corners on an island and let their corners play football. And I think Franklin, with that win at USC this year, I think he's slowly answering those questions about the big game. I think that was more than a big game of people of what people would have looked at or thought. And I would suggest them, if this is a big game, I got Penn State with the win for sure.
Yeah, I definitely got Penn State as well. I just think that Penn State has too much talent on their defense to even allow Boise State to even make some plays. Now, if Penn State's defense wasn't as good, I would be with Isaiah, and I would think that, Boise State can go in there and pull up an upset. But we know how tough it is to play in Happy Valley, man.
Yeah.
And I can't see them being physical enough to compete with Penn State. So I got Penn State advancing as well. Next up, we got number 11 BYU and number 6 Ohio State. The winner plays number 3 Miami. What's your thoughts on that one?
Man, I'm last on this one.
Isaiah, we're going to let you go right before, however, but I'm going to go ahead and get them Bucks a win. Even though BYU is a scary team, I'm going to give Ohio State the win. Being at home, Horseshoe is just going to be a different place to play. It's going to be a lot like Provo and with the weather, but I think Ohio State still comes out on top and get this game in a win with the defense and with the offense as well.
Even though BYU will be able to do a thing here and there in that game, I think Ohio State just has way, way too much talent for them, and they'll beat BYU. Even though it'll be a physical battle, I got Ohio State winning that game.
Yeah, I don't think the big.
Oh, he bleeped out. Oh, there you go. You back in there.
Am I in here?
Yeah, you in. Go ahead.
I don't see the Big 12 nearly having the type of talent that the Big 10 has at the top. So, man, we would just wear
This system
them
is
down all
closed.
game, and we'd just beat on them on both sides of the ball until they wear down. So, I like BYU though. They're a tough football team, but we just got way too much on the field for them.
Yeah, just like you said in the Penn State game, it's too much physicality for BYU. They like you said, they do some things in a second, but once Ohio State establish their will and start running that ball on them and everything, it'd get ugly in the second half for BYU.
49.
Yeah, it get ugly. So I got Ohio State on this.
All right. Next, we got number 10 Clemson at number 7 Texas. The winner will play number 2 Georgia.
If you are finished scanning, please touch finish on pad
What's your thoughts on
189.
that one?
Man, the way Ewers playing right now, man.
I'm saying
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, the way he playing right now, I think, you know what? Actually, I think he's still hurt. And he came back because he thought he was going to really lose his spot.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't think he got real healthy. So, but if Ewers back to himself, I'm definitely picking Texas.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I was watching that as well. So, that was something I've been, checking out. I'm gonna watch more of it today. I like
Stand on now.
Great quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Would you like to make a donation?
Start
Your
slid
total is
our
41.
chin today as well, just to speak on that. I definitely got Texas winning this game. To show they're a bigger, better physical overall team. And when it comes to that offense and moving the ball, just when you have that extra quarterback that you can put in the game, I think that makes a difference. I think Quinn steps up this week, and continues, and I don't see Texas being a 7 team. I definitely see them being a higher ranked team later on.
I definitely
Stuff keep on clicking out. Am
Oh,
I in
okay.
here?
Yeah, you in. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I think the SEC got Dabo's number right now, so I would run with Texas. I don't know. I think they missed on their quarterback situation, and I'm a big believer when you miss on your quarterback, it brings the whole value of your team down. He can mask some of them problems just being in a weak ACC, but when he played the SEC or the Big Ten right now, I don't think them boys got enough. So I would take Texas in this game.
I would take Texas too, only because I think their defense, man, has really shown me against Georgia that listen, if Georgia don't get that ball in Texas territory as many times as they did, that game possibly could have been different. Even though Georgia's defense, man, they played fucking lights out, man.
Yeah.
That
So it
defense
was
with Georgia, man, them dudes was after Texas like they stole something.
yeah.
And Texas defense held up, man. They gave up 30 points, but when you look at how they gave up them 30 points, they only gave up one drive where Georgia scored a touchdown on them without it being a short field, man. And I think Texas defense will give Cade Klubnik a lot of issues, and they won't be able to run the ball as effective as Georgia did, in my opinion. So I would take Texas to win that game simply because I think their defense will hold Clemson down a bit. Next up, we got number 9 LSU at number 8 Tennessee. The winner plays number 1 Oregon. What's your thoughts on that one?
Man.
I would run Tennessee. This be bowl. This is bowl game, man. Your quarterback, he ain't a freshman no more at this time. So I player development, you got that almost a month period just to develop and practice, bowl practice. I like Tennessee's defense is so tough, man. So yeah, I expect the quarterback to grow up a minute, and I like that defense on Tennessee.
I like LSU. I just don't think Tennessee got enough, even though they're at home. This LSU team got a different swagger, man. They, like I said, I keep talking to how they remind me of Alabama from last year, how they kept winning. And big games, they showed up, showed out. And like they have a big game today, I think LSU is the team to watch. They're not in this playoff race now for no reason. You win each week, and they've been getting some great wins. Offense is looking great, and defense is starting to just look like that championship type of defense that we used to seeing in Baton Rouge. I got LSU in this one.
Good.
Go ahead,
You ain't
Paul.
watch.
Start over, Paul. Start over. I didn't get to hear you. Go ahead, start over.
I said you think that Tennessee defense look good. You got to see that LSU linebackers are so fast, bro. That, you know what I mean? Like I can't believe it. Like their whole backfield is like hard hitting safeties, man. Like so I'm getting LSU, and I don't think that freshman gonna be able to grow up like that because they put pressure on that quarterback.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going LSU.
Hey, Poe, I got a ride though, man. I got LSU losing tonight, so.
Do you?
Yeah.
You got them losing tonight, Poe. I told him
you're
crazy.
with my pick.
Hey, you know what? Keep an eye on that game. Watch how much pressure they put on the quarterback, man. They make the quarterback do crazy stuff. That's why I don't understand, like, how they lost that one game, man. They real good, man.
Yeah.
But their quarterback get a little shaky. That's why, you know what I mean. Their quarterback can get shaky, you know, because I seen him miss a couple of them wide receivers wide open going down the field. But a lot of college quarterbacks do that. So watch today, what time they play, 3:30?
7:30.
They
I'll
did
be
that
tuned. I'll
7:30.
be tuned in.
Yeah. See, my boys play at 7 too, and Florida in Florida State in Miami. I'm going over there to watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's late.
We got
I,
two TV. Go ahead.
I got LSU as well, man, because like Poe said, man, listen, their defense is playing lights out right now. And they lost their number one defensive tackle and their number one pass rusher in Pearl Perkins.
They
And
still
they
going
still
crazy.
balling out. You know, I think with Harold Perkins going out with injury, that really tried to solidify LSU's defense because they had Harold Perkins playing out of position. Now
Yeah.
they can put guys in position where they know they need to be because they had Harold Perkins playing out of position, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they are balling, man. And Nussmeier, I think he can make enough plays to beat Tennessee, and I think they'll rally that freshman quarterback. And Tennessee has a good defense too, but I
Yeah.
think in the end LSU will pull it out with 3-point victory or something. So I'm taking LSU in that one.
Yeah.
Next up, we got number 5 Penn State versus number 4 Iowa State. This game will most likely be played in the Fiesta Bowl. What's your thoughts on that one?
Ooh.
I had Penn State losing in round 1. So
Yeah.
by default, I'm gonna go Iowa State.
Yeah. But you know what? This gonna be so underrated. This game gonna be so underrated because this is gonna be super physical. Everybody don't know. Everybody ain't seen Iowa State play yet, man. This game will be super physical because they gonna fly around to that ball and hit. So I'm a Big Ten homer. I'm gonna go Big Ten. I'm gonna stick with Penn State.
Man, it's like you said, that physicality, it just made me think about nephew Allende, your son, WTP Sports dude, in his boxing, one of them big boxing battles with George Foreman, Riddick Bowe, one of them classic bouts. I think that's the type of match you're gonna see with this one. I mean, pound for pound, blow for blow, who hits the hardest, who gets the turnovers. But I got Penn State. I just like Penn State's defense. And after seeing them these last couple of weeks, man, they're definitely a team to watch. I've been watching this team and I just been reading about them, and they're together. He made the right amount of choices with this transfer portal and getting this team, putting them together the way they built to where they position at this year. And I think we cannot overlook this Penn State team, just like we have a few other teams in the Big Ten this year as well.
But what is we doing?
Rob, before you go, let me add something real quick. Hey, this dude Rocco at Iowa State is a baller, though.
Yeah.
Last week they should have lost, but dude always make timely plays, bro. I could say that about Rocco. And he played a terrible game though, but he was balling when he needed to.
Yeah,
You don't like Franklin.
Yeah, now Franklin is terrible to me, man.
Yeah, it's a different Penn State.
I know he do lose big games. He do. He do lose big games. Yeah. You right about that. Yeah, you right about that. And I'm mad I don't got my Michigan hat on. I'm down here on campus at Giant Eagle.
Hey, you gotta chill, bro.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off right now. I got on my Steeler hat. Like, man, I should have worn. Man, I'm pissed off right now.
You blending in down there with the Pittsburgh Steeler hat. You had that Michigan hat on, boy. You'll feel like the king.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. I want the mean mugs. I want the mean mugs. you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, man.
Hey, it's too early for your trash, man.
College football Saturday.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Well, you think about those big games that Franklin has lost. I mean, they to Ohio State, and Michigan. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
to be expected.
One year he had us too.
Hey, we saying though, you saying that's Ohio State, Michigan. This is why Ryan Day on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm taking Penn State in this game as well. I think that Penn State has maybe a little bit too much speed and talent for Iowa State, even though it'll be a banger. And I think Rocco Betts will play really, really good against Penn State. He'll make some plays. But I think Penn State, too much talent, man, too much speed, and they'll take advantage of some of that slow stuff
Yeah.
that Iowa State got on their defense, man. So I'm taking Penn State to advance in that game. Next up, we got number 6 Ohio State versus number 3 Miami. What's your thoughts on this one?
Sorry, Zan. Cam Ward, after Dylan Gabriel, y'all still thinking about that loss, man. That's all you hear about. Ohio State, they've gotten over the Oregon loss. Man, I don't know. It's been 2 weeks, man. Y'all still thinking about that one. I say Cam, double back like Dylan and get y'all again. I know I had Ohio State going deep, but when it comes to the quarterback play, if you asking me, Cam Ward or Howard, going with Cam Ward and them Hurricanes. And I think that defense flying around for Miami in this game, you know, with improvement, I think makes the difference in this game against Ohio State. And it's just a rematch of so many years ago that everybody will be talking about. But I think Miami will get this one. With the talent they got, I just simply think they'll get this one. Sorry, Ohio State. I know I've been picking y'all, but I got to go against y'all on this one.
Well, if they can't get no pressure on Cam, it'd be a different game. Just like they wasn't getting no pressure on Gabe.
Yeah.
And then they looking at previous tapes of Oregon beating them. You know what I mean? So, but Miami's defense, they all right, but they ain't that good either.
They're not good.
Yeah, Miami's defense is not that good. So I'm gonna go with the physicality. I'm gonna go Ohio State on this one.
Where's this game played at too?
Yeah, neutral spot.
This game will probably be in a neutral spot. It'll probably be in the Peach Bowl. No, you know what? It'll probably be in the Sugar Bowl because Georgia gonna get that Peach Bowl.
Yeah, like
It'll probably be in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans.
yeah, with the physicality, I'm gonna go Ohio State if they can get pressure on Ward. If they can't get no pressure on Ward, it's gonna be a long day for Ohio State's DBs and linebackers.
And that's what I'm scared of because he ain't really broke out and ran, and we know he can run the ball.
Yeah, and you know what? That what's the name? The dude number 44 for State and that Sawyer dude, they ain't been getting pressure like they used to be. You know what I mean? Like
I ain't heard them all season.
Yeah, so if they can't get no pressure, Cam back there exploring them. But I'm telling you, Miami's defense ain't like that though. Miami's defense is not like that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm picking Ohio State too. In my heart, I'm thinking that if Miami can play some defense, they will win. But they can't play no D, man. And Ohio State can run the football. They can throw the football.
Yeah.
And Howard can run with his legs. So I'm picking Ohio State in this game, man, simply because I think Miami's defense wouldn't be able to do much. But if Ohio State don't get no pressure on Cam Ward, he gonna pick them apart, man. And they got a decent running game.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Ohio State because I think Ohio State's defensive coordinator understands now, listen, I cannot get the pressure I need with just 4. I'm going to have to start sending some other guys. And that might play to Ohio State's strength because I think their linebackers can put some pressure on the quarterback as well. if they start deploying them. So I'm gonna take Ohio State in this game. Now, last week I picked Miami to win this game. This week
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Ohio State just because I think Miami's defense
And
isn't
I'm
very.
gonna go with you on that note too. With you saying that exactly with them switching up, because I think after that game, I think they have no choice but to apply that pressure, the different defense when they do. So I agree with you, and I'm gonna take my pick back. I'm going OSU on that note and being smart with this pick.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Level Up. Hey, listen, man. These dudes don't play no type of defense, bro. You're not beating my Buckeyes if you're not a well-rounded team, bro. You have to be a well-rounded team. You're not just they had a better quarterback in the game. Y'all know how I feel about the team. They got the better quarterback, but we are too well-rounded. And quite frankly, I picked Miami to win the ACC. But the more and more I look and how many times they've been trying to give up games, man, I don't even think they're going to make it for real. I'm liking Clemson's schedule. Clemson got, I think, Pitt left, and I'm liking SMU too. So it's a log jam in all these conferences at the top. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll probably get a little more clarity. But Miami just look like they be wanting to give up a game. Honestly, I could see them giving up to Florida State today in the rivalry match just off the strength of it being a big tough game, bro. Like, and that's your
Who
in-state
you think
rival.
my Florida State gonna beat them?
Talk
No,
to
I
him,
picked
Jared.
Miami to win, but I think Florida State gonna come in and play. They gonna come to play today. If they ain't come play all year, today is gonna be the day.
You said
they come
Florida.
play. Hey,
You said
they wanna shake it up. They wanna shake up the whole
Oh,
playoff.
thanks.
This is the day you come.
Florida State ain't beating shit. Yeah.
Look, Parlay Poe. Look, yesterday when we was on the other day, I was like, I wish Parlay Poe was on here because I know he'd keep me fucking with me and tell me. So that's all I wanted to know. I got us with them 20.5 points though, and I got us winning because it's Florida State. It's my boys, but we just gonna see what it do on a Saturday. That's all I can say with that.
They gotta move this forward.
Yeah. All right, next up, man, we got number 7 Texas versus number 2 Georgia. This game will probably be in the Peach Bowl. What's your thoughts on this one?
Rematch.
I like Texas in a rematch. This is a game I feel like you spoke on earlier. If Texas would have had the opportunities of playing defense with better field position, game would have turned out totally different. I was watching that closely, how Georgia struggled to drive, during times when they were out of that field position. But I just think Texas is a different team at this point, and you never know. They might go with what they did in that game because came in. I noticed the offense changed up, moved a lot faster, and was just a different offense at that point and started putting points on the board as well. So with that being said, I just like this Texas team. I'm still, as well as Georgia's defense came out and played, they still got a tough slate coming up into this point as well as Texas, but I got Texas in this game over Georgia.
Texas and Georgia?
Yes, sir.
Rematch.
Man. Where's it gonna be played at Peach Bowl?
Peach Bowl, yeah, in Georgia's backyard.
Oh man. I don't know what Stark what he gonna be able to do. Like I said, if viewers play the same way he played, it's gonna be the same type of game. Because Georgia's defense ain't played like that all year.
All year, yeah. All year.
Man, I'm talking about they was hitting, rushing, they was like at will. And then for them to play in that Georgia Dome, I don't know. That's a pick'em.
You know what I find crazy? these teams could possibly meet up 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, hey, it's hard to beat a team twice, let alone the 3rd time. So,
Yeah.
Texas dropped the first one, but then they played at home. They go to Georgia's backyard, play them in the Peach Bowl. Yeah, you got home field advantage.
And we haven't even seen the best of Texas yet. That's the crazy thing. And I think that's the best we might see out of Georgia. We still don't know, but that's the best we've seen so far. So, just with those factors, that's another reason I choose Texas. I just like that team, even with that loss as well.
Yeah, I would go with Georgia to win the rematch if it was in the Peach Bowl. If it was anywhere else, though, I probably would go Texas. Just that it being in Atlanta, though, so close to Georgia, like your fans ain't got to travel. We know Texas is gonna travel, but
Texas ain't getting no tickets.
That's just tough, bro. When your fans got to travel and your team got to travel to somebody else's home state and down there, home field, like. That's just tough, bro. I would have to go with the home team on that.
Yeah, if this was their second meeting, and if they didn't play each other in the SEC championship game, then I would pick Texas. But this will probably be the 3rd time that they will play, and I'm quite sure Kirby Smart will come up with something. Because the next time they play, Steve Sarkisian is gonna have something for Kirby Smart for sure. He's gonna have something for him. He found out something in the second half of that game when Texas scored those 15 points. If we didn't have to resort to throwing the ball so much in that second half after we gave them that touchdown on that long drive, that we had to abandon the running game in the second half. Because we found something in the inside zone runs to be able to get some yardage on Georgia, to get away from them 2 defensive ends, man, because them defensive ends was killing us.
Yeah.
But then when I went back and watched the second watch of that game, Quinn Ewers, man, made a whole bunch of mistakes, man. He got self-sacked 4 times. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you got to step up in that pocket. He had clean pockets, but he kept on drifting one way or the other, giving the defensive end, who was way quicker than our tackles, opportunities to sack him, and that's what they did to him. And they got several strip sacks. So I think Texas will clean that stuff up if they play the next game. But on the 3rd game, I would take Georgia, because I think Kirby Smart will come back with another game plan that will affect whatever Texas does the next time they play. So I'm gonna take Georgia in this game.
Hey, Rob, you got these 2 teams in the SEC championship?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I ain't gonna say I got them in there. I want them in there because I want them come back or Georgia. I want them in there.
That get back.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Georgia as well. Next up, we got number 9 LSU versus number 1 Oregon. Man, what's your thoughts on this one? This is a tough one right here.
Yeah.
It's like you rolling dice in a dice game with this one.
Yeah.
I like this LSU team, man. I don't know what it is, man. It's like I've been watching Noose, man, for some years, man, and it's like he's grown up in front of our eyes in a way. And it's the one thing I can say, we know he's gonna throw a lot of passes. He might miss a couple here and there, but he's gonna drop that dime off to you when you need it on the 3rd down or make that big play. That's one thing you can count on, and I've been watching that closely. I'm sorry, Oregon. I'm sorry, Oregon. Got LSU with an upset in this one, man. Sorry, little bro. I know you might be watching or you might get a hold of this live stream and watch it, but I got LSU and them boys getting this one, man. They remind me of the championship caliber LSU teams that have won. And I feel like they got a great defense, not to mention their offense gets the job done. And they will attack that weak link on that defense. And I got LSU in the win. It's gonna shock the world.
Man, this is a tough game. This is the toughest matchup I think I done seen so far. Uh, where would this bowl game be at?
Now these games are played in Texas, I believe.
LSU travel. That's
If
one
I'm
thing
mistaken, I
about
think
this
these
game.
games are in Texas, man. In Jerry's World, if
Yeah.
I'm
Dallas.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, listen, I would probably just go with who I think the better quarterback is in this game. That's LSU. I like Nussmeier. I think he the third best quarterback that's gonna be in the NFL draft this year. So I'm gonna roll with him.
Yeah, I got LSU too. I'm saying like, cause they gonna get pressure on Gabe. That's the
Yeah.
thing about Gabe. If he see that pressure, I'm talking about he throw it anywhere. See, that's where teams ain't doing to him. They not pressuring him.
Yep.
Cause that Oklahoma, that dude, man, you pressure him, man, he throw the ball all over the place. They
Yeah.
just letting him sit back. And then he do got some good wide receivers though. He do got
Hey,
some playmakers on the outside.
hey,
But you know what
Poe.
I mean?
Hey, I think this is two of the better offensive lines in college football this year too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why teams ain't pressuring like that, because they trying to pressure with four. You got to send that linebacker or one of them safeties in there. The pressure dude, you know what I mean? Because Ohio State wasn't getting to him like that. Because when they was giving to him, they was leaving that back end open. You know what I mean? Like, because the only thing he was doing was just throwing it downfield. You know what I mean? Wasn't no safety, wasn't no too high safety. Y'all was just playing man to man. So it's different with LSU. They'll put that safety back there. Watch them tonight. They'll put that safety back there.
Yep. They're throwing back there single. Like LSU got so many. It's like their defense is just. It's crazy, man. From that first week up until now, it's like, hold on, man. Is these the same players that played in that first game? Because
Yeah.
they're so much faster, and the schemes that they running, they fit the scheme and they fly, man. It's like everybody could play the positions.
You know what? I'm taking LSU in this game too, man, because I think they'll be too physical for Oregon. And they're gonna run the ball down Oregon's throat. If Ohio State would have just kept running the football on Oregon, I think they would have did the same thing because they couldn't stop Ohio State's running game.
Yeah, they couldn't.
And then they let dudes start making these throws down the field, which probably made them stop running the football too. But I think LSU understands now. Listen, we lost that game against USC because we did not run the football in the first half. We waited too late to start running, and they gave that game away. They ain't giving away no more games like that. Once they know they can run on you, and they're gonna be able to run on Oregon, they're gonna run on Oregon and let Nussmeier just make plays here and there to control that game. I got LSU winning that game as well. Next up, we got number 6, Ohio State versus number 2, Georgia. Now, these games are being played in the Orange Bowl and the Cotton Bowl. So one of them is in Texas. The other one is in Florida. So what's your thoughts on that one?
I'm going Georgia. I'm going Georgia because they're gonna make Ohio State's linebackers tackle because they're gonna run the ball. They're gonna try to make Ohio State's linebackers tackle. The Ohio State's linebackers they suspect. Linebackers ain't playing well, so I'm got Georgia.
Sorry, Isaiah. I agree with you on that note. And the thing as well is not that Ohio State's not a physical team. It's just that the teams in the SEC always have Ohio State's number. That's one thing for sure. And this could be a game. You never know where they looking that day. You know, if you can't win the big game, things like that, especially with the team that they have brought in this year. But, you know, with the linebackers and that physicality, I think Georgia's run game definitely gets the win in this, as well as their defense flashing and signs of how they played against Texas.
I'm going to let you go last, Isaiah. The difference in this game, because both of these teams probably got the most talent than anybody else in the country. But you know what the difference is? Georgia's coaching staff is the difference. And that's why I'm picking Georgia to win this game, because I don't trust Ohio State's coaching staff as much as I trust Georgia's coaching staff, man.
Yeah.
So I'm picking Georgia in this game.
Is it on me? It's
Yes,
on me.
sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
hey, listen, man. Last time we met up with these dudes, we was a field goal away from beating them. I think we're a more talented team since that time, and I think they're a less talented team since that time. I'm gonna roll with my Buckeyes. Carson Beck is going to be the reason. He's going to give us the ball a couple extra times, and we're going to win that game.
Okay. Next up, and I guarantee you, if we looked at this on paper, we never would have thought these two teams would be playing each other. But since we went through it, this is how it turned out. We got number 9 LSU versus number 5 Penn State. What's your thoughts on this one?
Oh,
Who?
just like you said, it go back to the coaching. Franklin, can he get it done?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go LSU.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go LSU. This gonna be a good game too. I'm gonna go LSU though.
definitely a battle, a banger, and I just like you said, the big games. I think this were the big game biting. Like this is a different specimen in the LSU team. I think this year you finding things week by week that you didn't see in the previous weeks, and it's like the machine is just constantly getting oil in it. It's getting lubed up with that WD-40, and it's staying fresh. And I think that, like I said, I just think that they're a scary team. And as we see, they're moving right along in this playoff that we see right now. I got LSU big.
Hey, if this is the matchup, even though I had Penn State losing in the first round, I like Penn State against LSU, sizing them two teams up. I think they're way more physical than an Oregon team would be, so physicality wouldn't be the issue in the game. The only thing I think they should care about is actually putting up enough points, and I think they will be able to do that in this game. So, low scoring game. This would be a heavyweight fight, though. This would be a low scoring game in my opinion. I'm talking about 21-24, something like that. It'd be a lot of defense.
We talk about Colorado, my nephew.
Yeah, I'm a Prime fan.
About the playoffs. They got a couple weeks. It's still early. That Big 12 is crazy right now, too.
Who Colorado play today?
I don't know who they got. Did we have them on the sheet? No, we didn't have them on the sheet. I'm not sure.
They play Cincy, y'all.
Yep, they got that Cincinnati game
today. Yeah. Man, I was hoping that game was in Cincinnati. I probably would have went to that.
Because because that's what we was looking at earlier in the season.
That would have been crazy, though, wouldn't it?
If
it was in Cincinnati, I probably would have went to that, too. I ain't think about that.
Hey,
it would have been a big weekend with that Philadelphia game, too.
That Cincy D-line serious, man.
Oh,
yeah.
They is serious.
Yeah.
It might be a problem for Colorado today, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, dude like to hold the ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Shedeur like to hold on to that ball. That's probably be one of his biggest downfalls in the NFL.
Yeah,
he got to throw people open, man.
Right.
He got to throw them open.
Because those windows close real fast in the NFL.
Yeah,
real fast.
And sometimes it ain't a window.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes it's not a window. You got to throw that ball up there.
Yeah, you know, like.
All right, what's your think? Do y'all think LSU could beat either Ohio State or Georgia in the national championship?
Ooh.
I think see that as go back to the SEC. I don't know if they could beat Georgia though. I don't know because Georgia, when they played Georgia, even though like their second half wasn't good, they was impressive in that first half against Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They was impressive. That they ain't look like the same team.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they ain't look like the same team. He was cussing them out all week in practice. He had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, his bulletin board material before that game, man. Listen, it was off the charts, bro.
Yeah.
You could tell by his comments at the end of the game.
Yeah.
He was telling them, listen, they don't think y'all can do shit. Y'all, they calling y'all punks. They calling y'all thieves. Man, listen, he had them
everything
fired up, man. They was ready to kill something. They called your mama SOB. Everything. They was ready, bro. They was ready.
I mean, it's crazy to be talking about Georgia at this point and can a team beat them and how we looked at them a few weeks ago. But it just goes to show a week could determine a lot in the season as well. Even though I think LSU could beat. I mean, Georgia's a tough team to look at now. After what they displayed last week, like you said, flying around, that looked like if I'm not mistaken, Parlay Poe, you tell me, that looked like a different team than the championship team the last few years.
Yeah.
That looked better than the championship team.
Yeah, they did.
And on that note, I don't think LSU could beat that Georgia team. But I definitely think LSU, man, even that Ohio State team would be scary. An LSU Ohio State game, I would like to see that. Them is two banger games, but I would say LSU get Ohio State, but not Georgia.
Man, listen, man, I got to so in Georgia's two biggest games of the year, we done seen Carson Beck have 6 interceptions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say
Come
too.
on, bro. You're not gonna keep on winning these games, going into these big games, turning the ball over like that. It's not gonna happen. Texas, if they would have capitalized on 2 of those interceptions in that first quarter, that game was totally different.
Yeah.
I think teams is just gonna keep on getting better and becoming who they are. And if Carson Beck can't clean up his turnover issue, that's gonna bite them in the long run. So I could see either one of these teams beating Georgia. I don't think there's no great teams this year, though, like how everybody is saying. Yeah, we got rosters out there, but really, we can't really look at none of these teams and say, oh, this team is just dominant, you know? So, really, it's just about what the weather looked like today, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see LSU winning. I could see Ohio State winning. I could see Georgia winning. I could see Texas winning. You know, it's multiple teams, and that's the beauty of the new conferences this year too. I think it's just a lot of parity going on right now.
Yeah,
it is. See that's when they come back. See them interceptions and everything. That's when they come back to Kirby. Because you got to think Kirby been a part of some great defenses.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He been a part of some great defense. That's why when they got them interceptions, Kirby, I'm talking about he ain't letting nobody else talk to his team. He went over there and talked to his team and like get the ball back or don't let them, you know what I mean? Don't let them do nothing. They get no yard from this point. You know what I mean? Like he a defensive coach, man. He a defensive coach, so his defense gonna play better for him. Trust me.
And he has Will Muschamp as one of his defensive analysts too. And you know, Will Muschamp, man, is a he's a defensive guru too. He ain't no good head coach, but defense, man,
defensive
that guy
guru.
can coach some defense.
Yeah, they be letting these dudes get away. But I don't understand like why he at another school. They just rotating coaches, man.
Yeah, they just
doing the SEC. They just rotating coaches. One of them coaches just fly up here to the Big Ten or something like that, man. But they just rotating coaches, man. Because Kirby Smart, you got to think before he got that Georgia job, he was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He was out there.
Yeah, his downfall when he took that job at Florida, man, and didn't do no good at Florida.
Yeah.
Did he go to Auburn too?
I think so.
I think he might have been at both of them spots, man.
Yeah.
After he left
Yeah.
Texas, defensive coordinator at Texas, he ended up going to either Auburn or Florida, one of them, or both, probably both. Yeah.
If you're not mistaken.
Paul, what's your thoughts on your Wolverines playing against little brother today?
Oh man, we got to win by any means necessary. I don't care if I don't care if the quarterbacks got to play one possession apiece. We gotta play, and then our defense ain't looking like it was because they are on that field too much.
On the field
You know what I mean? You ask them, I'm saying they stop a long drive, 11-play drive. They stop, and then we go 3 and out, and they back out there again. Come on, man. That you got to help out that defense, man. That offense got to help out that defense. And running the ball 50 times, they ain't gonna get it.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna get it. We got to beat them at all costs today.
For sure. Man, I'm still tripping off of BYU not being favored against UCF today.
That's
that. UCF is 3-4 playing an undefeated BYU team. It's in UCF, and UCF is favored in this game. What's your thoughts on that, Poe?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why if you're a betting man, you'll bet on that game. You know what I mean? A betting man would like you bet on that game. It's a couple games out there this week that you'll bet on crazy. Ain't no way. What UCF did to be do that's so great. You know what I mean? They get ran on through on. Defense is shady. You know what I mean? They just from Florida. You know what I mean? Like
on that note, give us Parlay Post 3. Give us Parlay Post Pick 3. We trying to get you out there on them ESPN bet.
Hey, listen.
I heard that.
Give us Parlay Post 3. Come on,
it's like you said that BYU. Well, I gotta look at the lines again because I got my paper somewhere around here.
We got it right here for you.
Yeah.
Give us what games you was thinking about.
Yeah, I got a paper. Well, hold on, because I don't know these games or those dribble.
What you think about the Washington at Indiana? Indiana's favored by 6.5. What's your thoughts on that one?
But the quarterback hurt, right?
Yeah, the quarterback hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's one of the games too that you could pick that because Indiana. I don't even know who's Indiana's second string is.
They got Taylor.
But
he played good last week. He came in and played good last week.
Yeah, but I know Rourke that dude though.
Man, Washington is not a good football team, bro.
Nah, they's not. They not, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised Western. I'm surprised we lost to them because they ain't that good, man. They were so happy beating us. I was like, but y'all ain't beat the national championship team though. You know what I mean? That I'm telling you, keep
go over there in that altitude.
Keep an eye out. It's a couple games. It's a couple games. Keep an eye out on that Missouri and Alabama. Missouri ain't that good, man. Alabama ain't that good. But I'm gonna pick Alabama on that one.
Yeah, they favored by 16.5 on the sheet that I got, but that was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, like
down now.
I see Missouri they collapse, bro.
Yeah, they collapse. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
What's your thoughts on number 12 Notre Dame at 24 Navy? Notre Dame's favored by 12.5, and the over and under is 51.
I think I really see Navy different, but I'm gonna still go with Notre Dame. I'm gonna still go Notre Dame. Notre Dame got more in the basket. They do way more plays, and then I watched Notre Dame. Their defense is solid too.
Their defense is solid. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Notre Dame's defense is solid, man. I just don't like Notre Dame or Notre Dame fans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know.
I ain't gonna lie though. I was watching ESPN the other day, and they said something like Navy beat them the last 2 times or something. They was ranked in the top 50 or something crazy though.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the Notre Dame under Duke, because they know dude in the hot seat. Yeah, they know they're coaching a hot seat. You know what I mean? He ended up losing these last couple games. They saluting on him.
Isaiah, what do
Hey,
you
hey.
think your Buckeyes gonna do today against Nebraska?
Oh, we about to slash. It's spooky season. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, so what I want to see though, I know we're gonna win the game, and I know it's gonna be pretty close to the spread. The spread, is it still 25.5? It probably even it probably went up a little bit because Buckeyes won. But I want to see, bruh, if we gonna rotate, man. We need to rotate dudes today, bruh. Like that defense. Like,
What you mean?
we don't rotate our defensive players, bro. We play 11 guys, and if we got 50 defensive snaps, we probably rotate 7 plays. That ain't enough rotation for me. Them dudes need to stay fresh, bro. So that's the main thing I want to see is if we rotate and if Jim knows if he switches up the scheme a bit, because we playing another pass-heavy team for real. I want to see what we do with our scheme. Are we doing too high? We're gonna go into a more too high safety or what? What we gonna do? So, but the rotation is what I want to see. This game is all eyes on coaching.
Yeah, dude want to beat y'all too. The quarterback.
Yeah, he want to beat us.
He want to beat y'all. Yeah, he want to beat y'all too. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Michigan used to do. Well, they still do it. Rotate their linemen and everything. Even rotate the DBs. I don't be understanding that. DBs got to stay in though.
They gotta stay in.
No, they don't.
They do, man. They do, man. Your DBs got to stay in, man.
Bro,
them dudes can't get tired like that. But I see that that physical, that line, that defensive line, you being physical with somebody.
You got to rotate that.
Well, I'm a firm believer in you got to have 2 deep everywhere to give guys, that rest they need so that they can be fresh in the fourth quarter. You don't have to rotate your defensive backs as much, but they need a break too.
Get a break.
Sure. And earlier in the season, though, Isaiah, Ohio State was rotating a lot of guys early in the season against the Cupcakes.
Yeah.
Once they played Oregon, they didn't do it, and they got to get away from that. Those guys that you rotate can give your guys a couple of series, man, where they can get some rest so they're strong in the fourth quarter. And like you said, hopefully they'll do that today and start doing that going forward. Because I know Texas, they rotate a lot of dudes. At Texas, they rotate a lot of dudes.
And that's why I don't believe in this coaching staff, because it's like, bro, y'all seeing these dudes and y'all preparing them in practice. Do y'all not think they ready, or like, what's the reason behind the non-rotation of play? Like we seen Kenyatta Jackson on the field earlier in the year. We see Cade Curry on the field early in the year. We seen Melton on the field early in the year. Why is these dudes not rotating, bro? We seen, and they played good in their time that they got too.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, bro, what's up? Even Arvell Reese, bro. I've been telling y'all, bro, that is my best linebacker. When we played Oregon, he made a play on the goal line, but like it was a play he made on the goal line. I can't remember, like second and goal or something from the 5, and he just shot the gap and slowed down the play. He ain't make the tackle, but it's just like stuff that you see, and when you rewatch the game and on the film, it's like, bro, do y'all not see the same thing that we see? You got to rotate these young guys. They hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What's the biggest game you want to see today, Mossberg?
LSU, Texas A&M. They said Texas A&M coming out in them all black unis at home. Best look of the season. When I seen that, man, I said, hold up, man. What they trying to do at night, man, over there at College Station. So it's going to be a banger. I can't wait till that game tonight. I'm definitely going to be tuned in to my Seminoles and Hurricanes as well. But I'm just looking forward to this LSU matchup, man. I want to see what LSU about, definitely, because I got them high hopes with them this year. And your boys as well with that Vandy game. I just want to see coming back, from last week's game, just how the defensive side of the ball look. I know what Sark going to do offensively, try to get things going, but defensively, if they bring that same momentum, leaving away the game they did last week, I think Vanderbilt in trouble for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. I want to see how well we rebound as well. Well, man, that's all I have for today, man. If y'all don't have anything else, we can go ahead and start watching College Game Day.
Oh, yeah.
One more thing I want to add, man. This Navy Notre Dame game come on at 12 o'clock. That is what I'm going to be glued to at 12 o'clock because that is my upset alert pick.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
Don't y'all play at 12 too?
Hey, I got multi-view, baby.
Oh, yeah, multi-view. He said I got multi-view.
He ain't playing with it.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all jumping on, man. And
Always.
those of you out there watching or might watch it later on, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Subscribe to Level Up Sports 10. Subscribe to WTP Sports Dudes. And also subscribe to City League TV. With nothing else to be said, let's enjoy this Saturday of college football. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good Saturday, fellas.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Same
you too,
to you, bro.
All right.